Hi guys and welcome back to Let's Play Hate Plus. Last time we had the talk that actually kind of made me feel anxious. I was surprised. This game is affecting me very, very deeply seated into my heart, and that is good. And now we're going to read Daily Report for March 15th by, apparently I was pronouncing it wrong, Hugh Siu Jung, like it's a U sound apparently. Maybe? I'm not sure. It's not yo, but it's o, like Hyo Seo Young. Hard to say. The EO sound is what gets me, and there's 3, so I have absolutely nothing to report today. The Magungwa Flower Festival is still utterly boring, and I do not enjoy the celebrations. The plaza was peaceful, 0 arrests were needed, and decreased security presence shipwide has led to no negative ramifications. My cruel boss... Why does she say she's cruel? Like, I thought she liked them. Yeah, interesting. Or she liked her, rather. Still makes me write these things, even if nothing of note happens, though. So here I am, filling up space out of boredom. I've noticed that Mute has updated her appearance again recently. There's a lot more silver mixed in with her blonde hair, and she's wearing it short. And I'm really enjoying her new suits that seem to be all about narrow-waisted vests instead of jackets. It cuts a strong silhouette, and it feels really intimidating. I'm so happy to see her dressed like that, when the fashion lately has been for women to wear long dresses and seem less imposing. She's really done the opposite. So, okay. I think she's the most gorgeous she's ever looked, gray hair and all. I mean, I always feel outclassed by her, and I know she's got 1,600 years on me. But I'm glad she's starting to look older at the same time. I'm feeling it. I wonder how often she changes her visual age. Regardless, she makes it look so good. She's been doing the thing lately, where she'll light a cigarette by snapping her fingers, then blow smoke at dramatic moments, and say something like, "Just watch me." It's enough to make even the coolest of people's hearts skip a beat. And this is my report for today. Do not ever do this again, Seo Young. It is embarrassing on every level, and not the point of daily reports. I will replace you with a large potted houseplant if you ever turn a report like this. Is yeah, okay, that's actually hilarious. I like that. Rendezvous in the Dark. Tamed, huh? That really isn't fun. Oh, what is this? By Murray Monthly. It's not that Rendezvous in the Dark has no redeeming qualities, or that it fails at what it sets out to do. It's about Miss Hong, played by Hyo Jung, a troublemaking schoolgirl with a heart of ice, and her overwhelming generic upperclassman kill, Lee Tae-mi, who for reasons of plot contrivances, end up chasing around and antagonizing each other for 2 long acts, until the end, where Hong is naturally tamed and the two marry. As far as this kind of mediocre play goes, it's the best I've seen, but the pinnacle of mediocrity is still mediocrity. The problem is it doesn't tell a compelling story or have any cohesive themes, because it's not supposed to. It's designed to be broken up into short, humorous scenes, each with a punchy conclusion, so that they'll work out of context when performed in front of a private home audience as a form of disposable entertainment. See our editorial this month for a less cranky take on the changing demographics for the theater ed. So I guess Ed is the author, maybe? And it is disposable entertainment. Let me turn my phone off. This is a play that's supposed to be funny, even if your mother-in-law is talking through half of it. And to its credit, it succeeds on that merit. But so what? Is that really the highest goal theater has now? Is this truly the best use of this amazingly talented Eternity Troupe's time? Anyone who truly cares about art and theater will continue to be dismayed. With all that said, if there's... I don't care! No Mercy is now playing Sid Meier's Civilization with the sloth on the... I'm not even sure if that'll come up. I hope it does, because otherwise there'll be no context to me screaming. If there's one woman in the world who can sell the implausible bitchy jerk turning into a love-struck wife and imbue the role with perfect comedic timing, it's Aejung. And Lee Tae-mi manages to own his character through sheer force of his own personality whenever he's on stage. Although, unfortunately, lately his roles at the Silver Eternity's actual theater have been performed by understudies. If you like this sort of thing, Rendezvous in the Dark is absolutely worth seeing. If you only go to the theater to leer at beautiful actresses, well, you can't go wrong with the ever-lovely Ae Jung. More discerning audiences should stay away from the pale shadow of what the Silver Eternity used to be. 2 stars. Rendezvous in the Dark is currently being performed in its entirety at the Silver Eternity Theater, where selections are a part of the troupe's private performance set. I think the reason they're in there is because they might be important later. The Meritocracy Act. Okay, so what? Google, define meritocracy. Thank you. A government or holding power selected by the basis of their ability. A society governed. Okay, so by people selected on the basis of their ability. What does that even mean? Okay, let us formally begin day 9 of the debate on the Meritocracy Act. Is there any hope of this day being the last? Unless this council really is the, quote, shit show, unquote, that President Park claims it to be, there shouldn't be any surprises. Everyone should be on the same page. Everyone had better be on the same page. Are we really going to have the word shit show in the council records? Yeah, it's hopeless. 3 more years of debate. Can't wait. If we could focus, please. I understand that several councillors have amendments they'd like to table. Very well. Please refer to Appendix 201 for the text of it. Unintelligible. Order. Please continue, Councillor O. It states, essentially, that the meritocracy exams will run exclusively by a committee, chaired by the president of Mugungwa University, composed entirely of the currently existing nobles, and that no person currently standing on the council will solicit or engage in any improper relation with a member of the meritocracy committee with the purpose of falsifying exam results under penalty of essentially being barred from the exam. Wait, what does that even mean? Nothing. The definition of improper relationship seems to be impossible for a family member to fulfill. Is that correct? That is correct. So it's functionally useless then. Again, that's accurate. Great, I love it. Functionally useless is the best kind of function. Then what's the point? The point is, my entire goal of proposing the Meritocracy Act was to create the appearance of radical change as consistent with what President Park has proposed, in a way that it won't actually change the status quo. Well, that won't change the status quo, except for hanging anyone but the 8 families here out to dry. Dry on the clothesline of justice. Oh no, not this again. What the hell, Counselor Yang? Of justice. Who really cares about the nobility status of the Kang or Han families? They're not here. Like, I get the concern. It feels like betraying nobles for the sake of the peasants, and I don't like it either. Okay? But this is pretty clearly the best way out of this problem. We could stand to lose some dead weight anyway. I don't like the tone of that. Man, what happened to no surprises? We've been here for 9 days. Has it not been made clear that there are bigger concerns than tone, Counselor Smith? I would think your primary concern is that we're able to pass a budget, Counselor. Yeah, it is. Are there any objections to including Counselor O's amendment to the Act? Only moral ones. Counselor? Sorry, strike that statement from the record. No. Huh, interesting, it stayed on the record. Makes you wonder. Then the amendment is added to the Act. Who else had an addition? I want to add an amendment that requires a member of each department to certify the exams. Various counselors' indiscernible interjections. Oh, haha, well, alright, yeah, I mean... Order, there will be order. Thank you. What happened to no surprises? Don't do this, Counselor. I'd like to second the motion for Counselor Kim not to do this to us. Don't you want to make it's unnecessary and transparent. That's probably sure, not The purpose of the Act is to be subtle, and that is hardly consistent with subtle. The rules effectively allow Mugungwa University to ensure that as is, anyway. Let's just move on right now, okay? Fine. Are there any other amendments any counselors wish to table? Yeah, actually I do. Frickin' Joe. It's co-authored by us. The text can be found in the appendices 191 to 192. The proposal is for all meritocracy exams to be broken into several brackets, and for the counselor position to be awarded to the oldest member of the bracket, top bracket. Does that really make a difference? Yeah, absolutely. It's simply to ensure that someone can't take over a position just by scoring a few points better than one of us. There's some smart kids in my family. I'd rather not the position... I'd rather the... Nah, blah, blah. I'd rather not the position be lost to them just because of a 2-point difference, for instance. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Any objections? An item is added to the act then. Any proposed amendments? No? Could it be that the end is finally in sight? Finally, after 10,000 years of debate, it's time to vote. It's about time. How does the Council vote on the amended act? The Council of Security is in favor. The Council of Culture is in favor. I still think it's a terrible idea, but I'll vote in favor. The Council of State votes in favor, but let the record show that I'm not comfortable with it either. In favor. The Councilor of Justice is in favor. Of justice! The Councilor of Captaincy is in favor. The Meritocracy Act passes unanimously after 9 days of debate. This concludes the agenda for this session. I'm personally going to motion to prorogue. Hello, Google. Hello, my honey. I spelt that wrong. Discontinue a session without dissolving it. Okay, I see. I'm personally going to motion to prorogue council until after exams are conducted, as soon as the act is signed by the president. As soon as it's signed, and as soon as the smug jerk has choked on his shit show crack. Whoa! I'll second the chief counselor's motion. Assuming the act is signed with no problems, we'll reconvene after the meritocracy exam results are confirmed. See you in 3 months then. Let's go home, counselors. Council is dismissed. Alright, cool. Return to the index. Do you have something to say, or? No? Nothing to say? Cool. Sure, let's grab some more then. Which we will read after we extract... No, well, we have time to actually read some more. It's only 11 minutes. Let's do this. Plus, we have more power still. I hate the mornings after. Oh, this was done by... Oh, I know who these... Oh. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That has the F word in it, and that is a bad word. I hate the mornings after, chapter 1. I hate the mornings after, chapter... Oh, no. That means... That's not chapter. That's like when they have the same text, the same title, and you copy and paste, and it just does 1 and 2. That's cool, actually. Bleep Heo Family Gatherings, yes, and Records Office Lineage Act. Well, that's from the Records Office, actually. Okie day. Let us read. I hate the mornings after my Mei Jin Dear Diary. Oh, I am so in love. I just got home, and after I finished eating, I need to get to work. But right now, I gotta write down all those feelings because, girl feelings. Yesterday on our date together, A actually held my hand. In public. I thought she was worried about being seen with me like that before, but I guess she changed her mind. And that was even before dinner. I mean, afterwards, I wouldn't have been surprised, because she insisted on going through a lot of wine together, and she seemed really possessive of me when she does that. Please, my dear, I insist, she told me as she ordered the second bottle. Money might be tight these days, but it's worth it to see you get all the giggly and affectionate. What? I don't even know what you're talking about, I said, but then couldn't help but giggle. Oh, fine. Is that what wine makes you do? Well, you'll see. If your human body is programmed to know drunkenness, maybe that's an emotion. I'm not sure. I mean it truly, with how little I seem to see you lately, she said sadly. Well, we'll be able to spend more nights together once we got our own place of our own, right? I asked. I really can't wait till we can. If I could take her back to my home, it would be fine. But oh, no way am I sleeping with her with my parents on the other side of the screen. Getting a place of our own on the same deck is still the only option. I can't wait. Why wouldn't she? Is Ajiang... Yune, we need to talk about something. Right. I don't know. I'm kind of doing an exaggerated voice, but I think it works because it's in the other diary, so... Right, she said, and then took another drink. Afterwards, we went back to our cozy apartment behind the theater, and we drank some more. It pretty quickly got to the point in the evening where she could not keep her hands off me, which, oh my gosh, I still could not deal with it all. At all! You know, I stammered, if you keep being like that with me in public, all those fangirls who call you big sister are gonna get jealous. My, are they now? She said in that super husky voice of hers that totally makes me melt. Then she started to stroke my hair. I wish. Sadly, there's not many of them anymore. Single girls just don't go to the theater these days, it seems. Good, I said. I want you all in myself. I do miss all those love letters, though. My, they would say the most flattering things. She teased me. Then she walked over to the futon and slipped out of her dress like it was the most natural thing ever. And oh my gosh, it's every time I see her naked, I'm just blown away. That gorgeous black hair resting on her soft, totally smooth, perfect curves. And those long legs and long fingers and perfect, jeez, I have to stop. I can't do her justice at all with my babbling. But she couldn't do it. She couldn't do anything to me after seeing that, and she knows it. Well, I could call you that too, and I know way more about what makes you beautiful than all those girls did anyway. Do you? She said, staring at me, and gave me that look. Good thing I was way drunk past that point of anything but blushing all the time, because that really would have done it otherwise, and then she'd come to tease me for that too. Come here, she told me, gesturing. I had no choice but do what she said. She undressed me quickly. It's her way of showing that she's in control, and I still get pretty nervous. I mean, really, I'm just terrified. What if she realizes just how much out of my depth I am compared to her? It's not as bad as it used to be, especially that first time she saw my boobs. But oh my gosh, I just feel so aware of how gross and sweaty my body is and how it's got little hairs where she's perfectly smooth and my boobs are tiny compared to hers, and this is really awkward reading. I'm so worried someone's gonna walk in right now and be just like, Tanner, what are you doing? And they're just gonna see this, and I'm gonna be banned from computers for life. I just don't know what she sees in me. I love her and I know she loves me back, but I just don't get it sometimes. Is that normal for a girl's body? What? Boobs? Fairly certain. But then she pulled me onto her lap and we kissed, and then we both giggled at how we tasted like the peach drench we just finished off. Every time we do this, I suddenly feel really want to play. I don't know if I can actually read this. I read all those Sonic fan fictions out loud, but this is a little bit too much. You can read that. Because, yes. Then she gives me a look and I stop, but, well, after a while this time I couldn't get over how perfect her body was. This wasn't just love-struck rambling. It really is perfect. Oh, look! She looks so excited. I ended up kissing her neck, and even that was just soft. I don't even know what came over me, but I kind of really felt like biting her. I don't know. Do girls like that? I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I wouldn't. This is really awkward. I feel bad now, but I just felt like I really wanted to leave a blemish on that super perfect body of hers. And I guess, to show that she was taken. I don't know, it sounds stupid and awful when I say it now, but I started out gentle and she let me, so I kept going, and I didn't even stop when she cried out. I didn't even think to stop. All I could think of when I heard that moan of hers was that, gosh, I wanted to hear more. This is really, yes, I know. When I pulled my head back to look at her, it was just, gosh, it really did stick out so much. Her complexion, perfecting skin, totally smooth in every way except for that big red blemish, and knowing that it was mine. I felt like I really wanted to do it again, but then she grabbed me strongly and kept kissing me. Then she pinned me down and went at it more. I wanted to apologize, but she wouldn't even let me say anything. But I'm pretty bad at using words around her. I'm really glad we have a relationship like this, because if I couldn't kiss her, I don't know if I could her ever really tell how I felt. Excuse me, what? I don't know if I could ever really tell her how I felt. I don't know if that's a typo, if it's on purpose, or... Then she went down on me and I just completely melted under her. I really wish I'd done the same for her. Q&A's having a stroke over there. Even though she's pretty much a natural at making me cry out and I never know what I'm doing. We pretty much both passed out right there before I could. When we woke up, we were just both tangled up together naked on top of her sheets, and she'd slept with her head on my waist. I really don't want to leave. This is so indecent, but also maybe a little romantic. Yes, I hate the mornings after. Why do our amazing evenings have to end? Gosh, I'm just so in love with her. I wish it was possible to spend an entire day with her and not worry about having to work and scramble home in the morning and ugh! Why do we already live together? It's not fair. Huh. I don't really want to read part 2 right now because, well, my little sister is upstairs and it'll probably be worse from the other perspective. So, yeah. Next time, guys, more smut. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. See you guys next time. Ciao.